You're listening to ICRT FM 100, Mariah Carey with Shake It Off. Now you're listening to Sweet Talk, and every Tuesday here on Sweet Talk, I have a special guest, and today's special guest, I am so pumped to introduce to you. Her name is Annie, and she is a TV host, actress, model, in addition to many different things as being like a culinary chef, a professional dancer, but we're going to talk all about it today. Welcome to ICRT, Annie.
Hi, whoa, I sound so cool.
You are a cool human being.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here with you.
Absolutely. I mean, I have seen your journey for quite a while now. We have a lot of mutual friends, and I see you collaborating with a lot of my talented friends. So it's amazing to finally see you here at ICRT, and then we can talk about what you've been up to.
I know, I'm so happy to see you too. And Caitlin is so lovely too. If you don't know, I tell you what, she's such a lovely girl.
Oh, thank you so much. Likewise. But today is all about you. It's not about me. People can come and, ask me questions any day of the week if they're curious. But today is about you. So I want to know a bit about your story. Where are you from?
I'm from far east of Russia. It's a small place around Vladivostok city. It's a place surrounded by the ocean. So everywhere you go, you'll see ocean. So I am a seaside girl.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful place. You should visit one day.
I would love to. Well, back when I was really, really young, about 6 years old, I actually lived in Moscow.
No, you did?
I did.
Even I have never lived in Moscow. Whoa, it's super far from us. But I'm very close to Japan. And we used to drive car when we were in high school to China to just have a dinner.
For real?
That's how cool my place is, yeah.
That's so interesting.
It's very, very close to Asia, yeah. So I'm basically an Asian girl.
It's interesting because a lot of people, when they hear the country Russia, they think Europe.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But if you're driving your car to China for a meal and Japan is just around the corner.
Japan is like an hour by plane, yeah.
And speaking of Japan, you actually went and studied there, isn't that right?
Yeah, exactly. I was studying my major in my Russian university in Far Eastern Federal University was Japanese history and culture. So I was preparing to be a diplomat or like professional translator. And now I'm dancing in my underwear. Yeah. So yeah, I was studying Japanese history and culture, and then I went to Japan to study in Waseda University.
Fascinating. And what made you want to learn more about Japanese culture?
Actually, I didn't think too much. I wanted to be an actress all the way, but I think my family told me that being an actress, it's not a good job. It's something like, it's like a hobby. So they say you need to study languages. So pick any language. And I was like, Japanese sounds cool. So I went to study Japanese. Yeah.
Fascinating. So you went to Japan and you sort of then kind of just followed your dreams from there on.
I think I couldn't I think if you have this inside you, you cannot really hide it or stop it. It was so coming out of me, this acting stuff and being like a presenter or like performer, that no matter what was I studying or where did I go, I was always doing that.
I get it. It was like you were born to be a star.
I know, right? You don't become a star. You're born a star.
And I totally understand. I mean, for me with music has always been a part of my life. And even though for some reason I've tried really hard not to do music, I still end up doing it.
Yeah, you cannot stop it.
So what led you to come to Taiwan then?
So I went to Japan, right? And I was studying there. And then I was part-time modeling, obviously. And then at some of the show, the NHK producer saw me. So that's how I landed my first TV job. And it's the biggest TV station in Japan. And I was only like 18 or something, 19. That was pretty cool. And then after that, I was thinking, maybe I should travel around Asia more. So I came to Taiwan and I cannot leave it. Right? Once you come to Taiwan, you cannot live in any other place.
I know, it's sort of like a little bit of a trap.
I know, it's like a Disneyland. It's not a real life. You live in with the nicest people, the best food, the best environment, everything is clean, safe. You just feel happy every day. It's like a Disneyland stuff, You cannot leave this island.
I love that, a Disneyland.
Yeah.
So when you moved to Taiwan, did you actually speak Mandarin then, or did you have to learn the language?
When I came here, I couldn't say a word, and that was pretty hard though. I could speak Japanese, English, Russian, but I couldn't speak Chinese at all. And I remember that time back then, when we were young and full of hope, we didn't even have Google Maps or translator, or even I think I had iPhone 3. It's so long time ago, and you couldn't really Google stuff and just go somewhere or find something. Even like buying some simple stuff like, I don't know, cream sauce was really hard for me.
Wow, and you've come a long way because now you're on television here in
I
movies.
know, right? Oh my God.
You're an inspiration for us all.
Really?
Yeah, definitely
No,
for me.
don't say that. You're awesome too. I'm sitting on your show right now. Come on, girl.
I love it. Women support women. There
Yeah.
you go. All right, we're going to break to another song, but we'll be right back because we're going to talk a bit more about some of the projects that Annie has been working on today. As you can see, she's got a very colorful life moving from different countries. But in addition to that, she's done a lot here. So I want to dig in a bit more about your story here in Taiwan. Enjoy this next track by Tuve Lo and Martin Garrix. This one is Pressure, playing right now. You're listening to ICRT FM 100, back with Sweet Talk here. That's extra sweet today because in addition to me, we have Annie. Now, Annie is a face around town. If you haven't seen her yet, you're hearing her right now because she's been doing pretty much everything.
I know.
Speaking of which, we just talked about how, grew up in Vladivostok, which is, towards the Asian side of Russia. And then you moved to Japan and then moved to Taiwan. But what have you been up to since, getting a grasp of the language? And what are you up to these days?
These days, if you want to talk about what I've been up to past 10 years, we probably don't have 1 hour to talk about that. Because as you said, I really did a lot of projects, that's true. Recently, the thing I'm proud of is I just had a dancing performance in the Taipei Performing Arts Center. It's like my honor because it's a very honorable stage. A lot of amazing big stars perform there, and now me, I don't consider myself as an amazing performer, but I had a chance to perform there, so I'm very proud of that. And also busy with my other projects like TV shows, dancing, charity projects and everything.
I'm curious, how do you break up your time?
Well, honestly, I don't sleep much. I don't like to sleep. That's the point. And I also don't drink coffee, so I'm just recommending people to don't drink coffee. You will have more energy, actually. Yeah, I stopped drinking coffee like 5 years ago, and that's, I think, my secret.
For real?
Yeah, I drink a lot of green tea instead.
Okay, all right. Maybe I should try that
You
sometime.
should try that, yeah. And I sleep really less, and I just feel like I'm hungry for life because I feel like that's the only time I have now. Like, how can I just waste it on sleeping or just being lazy or something else? And if you manage your time right, you will find out how many stuff you can do.
Truly, that's why I said I'm inspired by you because I see the amount of projects you do. It seems like one thing finishes, the next one comes on.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you have time to plan and then execute the project?
In between, you will also have break. You have like lunch breaks, or you have like you come back home at night. You will always have time. If you do something you love to do, you will always have time for that. You know that.
That is kind of true. But I still feel like there could be more time. All right, well, I want to know a bit more about your secrets, about how you get all these projects going and some of the specific projects you've been working on, but we're going to do that right after the little break. So make sure you stay tuned here on ICRT for more Annie. As you can see, we're just scratching the surface here. Head over to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/ICRT. And if you have any specific questions or comments for Annie, go over there. She will answer them for you. But stay tuned to ICRT. We will be right back. You're listening to ICRT FM 100. Sam Kim with Love Me Like That. And joining me on air today as my special Sweet Talk guest, we have Annie. Welcome back.
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone.
I'm just learning so much about your journey so far, and it's really inspiring to see, a young girl all the way from Russia, making it big here in Taiwan, and just about the hard work that you've put in. It's truly, we were just talking off air about, it takes years and years of practice and rejection to get where you are today.
That's true.
I was actually looking at your TED Talk, and you were saying how, like, the number one question people ask you is, like, how do you get famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just was so surprised that that's the number one question.
I think nowadays, especially with the social media, everyone wants to be famous. Everyone is famous with social media. You can become influencer or YouTuber or someone else very quickly. But at the same time, can you keep up with your content? Can you make audience like you, or your content being useful and good looking and everything? That's the hard work. Because people, I think, they can post some, naked picture and become famous overnight. But can you keep your audience look at you? That's the hard work. Same with TV. We are like previous generation of social media. So we are like mostly on TV, but the same stuff. You need to keep your look good. You need to keep learning some 才华, how to say, like something talents. Yeah, you need to learn how to dance, how to cook, how to perform, how to act, and everything. Only like that you can keep people coming for you to give you some jobs.
Absolutely. It's a lot of hard work. And I think a lot of people, they look at, someone that has the successes that you've had and they go, oh, it's because you speak Chinese and you're from Russia and you're pretty. But no, people don't know about the story that you've been through.
People usually don't even say because you speak Chinese. They just say, oh, because she's pretty and she's foreign. That's it. And I'm very annoyed by that. Please, guys, I'm working really hard. Recently, I had like a public appearance. We had a press conference, and I saw the comments under the news. I'm looking at all the comments under the news. So, guys, please don't say anything bad. It really hurts me. And a lot of people say, oh my God, how come she has no talent? And why she can be famous? I feel like me, I am doing so many different kind of stuff. Like, seriously, anything you name it. Yeah, I'm a chef, I'm a dancer, and I'm different kind of dancer. I'm Latin dancer, pole dancer, and then like, I don't know, I'm acting, I've been in the movies, I do TV shows. What else do you want me to do? Please tell me.
And that's crazy because you just did an incredible performance. And I saw it was ballroom dancing at the Performing Arts Center. That's like the hardest type of dancing to do.
I know, it was really hard, but I'm very proud of that. It was very great opportunity for me.
As you should be. I mean, if I could dance ballroom dancing or any sort of dancing or just be on that stage, I would be very proud of myself. So you should definitely.
Yeah, thank
absolutely. You. Now, I mentioned that you had a TED Talk, and this TED Talk was in Linko earlier this year in May. And, that I was watching the TED Talk and I found it really inspiring. And I wanted to know, what were like the key messages that you wanted to portray during that talk?
Well, the main message, I think, is that no matter what happened to you in the past, no matter what you had to face, like, some people have some, I don't know, abusive relationships in their families, or they had some sickness like me in childhood, or anything. It doesn't matter. It just, you have a choice. Every day you have a choice. You can choose to be pity for yourself and play like, oh my God, it's poor me, I cannot do anything in life because of something happened to me. Or you can wake up every day and make a choice to be happy and make a choice to be someone and shine even brighter, knowing what you had to face in the past.
I love that. And, I loved how your TED Talk really talked about the intimate details of your upbringing and how that really just inspired you. At the end of the day, you said the biggest lesson is that I'm alive.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, going
about
through
being alive?
No.
Alive!
But like going through something like that, it's childhood's illness.
Well, of course it was really hard. I spent so many years in the hospitals all the time. But at the same time, I was looking around and I saw kids who were in a much worse condition than I was. And I was thinking like, oh my God, I have a chance. I can see things, I can hear things, I can move my body. I can do so many things in my life. Because so many people, they cannot. Probably they cannot walk anymore or something else, and I can. And if I was given this chance, I need to use it like 100%, 110%. That's why when you're asking me how come you have so much time, it's because I just make time. And also I don't have a boyfriend, so that's why maybe too.
Yes, boys do take up a lot of time.
I know.
I love that. Was there any other sort of words of advice or messages that you wanted to share in particular to this TED Talk that, to our audience today?
Yeah, I just wanted people to know that you can build your life by yourself. It actually, of course, it sounds very pathetic, like, yeah, build your life, believe in yourself, you're low, you only live once, but actually it's all true. And there is one little saying that I feel very cute about. It says, light bug is not a moon, but it shines as bright as it can.
Aww.
And I feel it's really sweet, and I remind myself every day about that. That no matter, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be awesome, super famous or something popular or something. Like in my speech, I say you don't need a huge audience to inspire. Maybe you just change, maybe I will talk to you today and you will change something in your life, and that's already a huge achievement.
I love that. You just like, all you need is to inspire one person. Yeah. And if you've done that, you've done your job. Yeah. But of course, like you said, shine as bright as you can.
As you can, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, speaking of shining bright, I got a song called Neon Lights playing right now. But stay tuned. We've got Annie coming up. More interviews with her all the way until 3 o'clock or maybe a bit more. Enjoy this next song by Laudato, Neon Lights. Now, for those who want to check out this TED Talk, where can people listen to it?
People can go to my YouTube channel, which is Annie, but I find out it's very hard to find because I think it's a lot of Annies in the world somehow. So you can just go to my Instagram, which is Anichka. How do you say that? Underscore Annie. Or you can just type Chinese Annie and you will see my Instagram. And then I have a link there in the bio. You can find the link and just watch my video, my TED Talk anytime you're comfortable.
You should definitely check it out. I watched it last night and I was really moved and inspired.
Did you cry in the end? I feel the ending is like, drama.
It is, I was like, is this a TED Talk or is this like a TV show?
I know. I spent a lot of time to prepare for that. I even had a teacher. Like I was practicing everything. Yeah.
I saw she was crying too.
She was crying too. She's such a sweetheart.
Wow, that's so cool. But I really found it awesome, seeing how you work so hard and seeing that behind the scenes. It almost makes your speech even more rewarding.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, I have another question for you, because you've got a very diverse background with a lot of different interests. And so I want to know, how do you see yourself making a positive impact in the world, Taiwan and beyond?
Well, I think that I have a rule in my life, like I'm following, that the only person you can control in life is yourself. You cannot control other people. I cannot go outside and say, oh, be kind, be nice to each other, or don't say something bad, or do charity, or something else. I cannot. I can only do it myself and just set an example and show people that's how you can live. You can be a nice person. You don't have to be lying or stealing or doing something bad, and you can really enjoy your life and be happy, and you will have a lot of friends and nice people who support you.
Absolutely. I think, that authenticity and sometimes that honesty can really spread further,
Because people cannot believe, how many people just come to me around the world, not only in Taiwan. Like I went to Paris and I started to talk to the barman, discussing my drink, and he was like, you're so pretty and you're so nice. It's surprising. I was like, why is it surprising? He was like, because usually people who look like you, they're not nice. And that shook me so much. I was like, whoa. I need to really set an example that you can be successful or famous or being like kind of celebrity or something and being really, truly nice. I think it's important.
That's something interesting you say, because, obviously having this radio show, I meet a lot of successful and famous people. And I must say, all the people at the top of their industry are the nicest people.
That's true.
So humble. And then the way they talk about themselves is like, oh, you know what? There's still so much I can improve.
That's true, though. Because I think that if one day I will say, okay, I'm the best, I'm awesome, I'm J-Lo, then that's, I think, an end of my career. Yeah.
It's so funny. But hey, I love that because I meet these incredible people and I hear their stories and I share the stories with people and I go, wow, like there's so much more that I can do too.
That's true, yeah.
And how you were saying you get energy from just like waking up every day and knowing that, today I'm alive, so I'm going to do what I want to do. For me, I feel like I get the energy by being around people like you.
Life is exciting, don't you think so? It's so many things you can do, so many places you can go. It is exciting. It's fun, you just need to have fun.
I love that. We all just need to have fun.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned. We're taking a little break, but we will be right back with more music and more Annie here on ICRT, so don't go anywhere. Britney Spears, Baby One More Time. And Annie, you actually said that Britney was one of your inspirations when you're growing up?
Yeah, I love her. I still love her. Yeah, I even went for her concert and I really loved it. She's a very hardworking girl, actually.
I am so jealous because Britney, I think, we all kind of grew up with her.
Yeah, definitely.
There's something about like her music that just throws you back to, the good old days.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk a bit about some of the projects that you're doing right now because recently I saw that you were in Nepal and you've been doing some charity projects. Can you tell us a bit more about your experience with the charity project and what it's all about?
Well, my charity journey didn't start from Nepal. It starts from long time ago. As long as I remember myself, I was doing that. Even in school, we were always having this kind of little projects. We were going to some orphanage and doing some Christmas performances there and collect some gifts. We couldn't collect money because we were like kids, ourselves. So we just collect some, used toys or maybe clothing and just bring it there. I always felt like it's a very natural thing to do. So when people ask me, especially when the news about me going to Nepal came out, everybody felt like, oh my God, so exciting, so exciting. Why did you go there? Why would you do that? And my question is, why would you not do charity? I feel it's so natural. I mean, like, how can you say no to charity? I mean, seriously, do you understand what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so for me, it's very okay, very normal. So I did it in Russia and I keep doing it now here in Taiwan too. Every time my agency will arrange some charity project, I will always go and do that. I would never say no. And in Nepal, I feel I want to go international with that. And I feel some countries like Nepal or Myanmar or Cambodia, they need even more help than Taiwan. Because Taiwan, I think the economy level is pretty okay, stable. But their countries need a lot of help. So I think I will start with Nepal, and hopefully my goal in like maybe 5 or 10 years, I can open the art school.
Wow.
And have some branches in Nepal, Myanmar, Cambodia, everywhere. I'm so nervous about that because it's really exciting for me. It's like my dream, my bigger dream than even to be like actress or something. Yeah.
I love that. I think it's so inspiring that you're still using your platform and whatever time you have to give back to the community. And, if we all get better together, then it can only mean more happiness.
It's actually very enjoyable. And you know what I learned from that? When I went to Nepal, they told me, we're not coming here to help. We're coming here to exchange the knowledge. So they don't allow you to say like, oh, I'm here to help. Because that's like you put in the person you're helping in a lower position. So they're very respectful to all of them. So they say, we're exchanging knowledge today with those kids.
I love that.
It's amazing, yeah. And all the people of Nepal, they're amazing. They're so nice, they're so welcoming, they're so honest. Lovely, I love their country.
I really hope I have the opportunity to go to Nepal and maybe even be a part of your charity project.
Yeah, you should go with me, definitely.
So, your charity community is called With Love Organization. And I know you're organizing a charity event in September, and it's September now.
Yeah,
Tell me a bit more about
soon.
this.
Please, guys, we need as much help as we can get. So the project is actually very awesome. You're invited to. It's on September 30th. 30.
Oh, wow, that's soon.
It's Zhongqiujie is the Mid-Autumn Festival, so I think everybody would have time. It's in the beach club by the Danshui River. Danshui, is it river or is it seaside? I think it's ocean there. Yeah. What's in Danshui? Yeah, it's in a very lovely beach club, so guys, please come. The entrance fee is only 1,000 and you can get a set of beer and a hot dog, and you can listen to my fellow friends performing, like Wojciech, Kirill is going to perform, and me and Mellow Moon will perform too. So maybe for the next project you can come to perform with your band.
We'd love that.
Yeah, so the project, we collecting all the donations, and on Chinese New Year time, it's the only time when I can go abroad and I have time. I will go myself to, with my own hands, bring this money to Nepal, go to factory, and we're going to build a playground for the remote mountain school. And why this project is so important? Because with this playground, the school level will rise to the private school. And then the students will have more opportunity to get into universities. So I think it's a very important project. So I need as much help as I can get. So people, please come. You can find more information on my page. You can type Chinese Annie in Instagram and find me, or type the With Love organization.
I love that. And I just never thought that something as small as a playground could make such an impact.
Yeah. It's not actually, no, it's very huge playground. We need about like 2 million Nepalese money. So it's very big project. It's huge. Yeah. Because it's not just playground. They can exercise there and do this kind of stuff. So the school become not just this kind of village school with nothing. It will become like level up.
It'll be a landmark for the whole community to come together and, get healthier and also exchange ideas and have
how
fun.
Awesome is that? You can just spend 1,000 and you will become a part of such a huge, big, project. It's amazing. I think it's definitely worth it. So please, everyone, welcome to my event on September 30th in Danshui.
Fantastic. Well, we'll put more of that information on the Twitch channel, which you can head over to
thank you so much.
twitch.tv/ICRT. Now, make sure you still stay tuned. We still have more Annie with us after 3 o'clock, and we're going to talk a bit more about some of more of the journeys and projects she's been a part of. Did you know she's also been making music too? So more on that at 3 o'clock. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after the news and a little break. You're listening to ICRT FM 100. This is Sweet Talk, and joining me today for an extra sweet episode, we have Annie.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
And welcome back to you.
Yay.
Now, if you're just joining us, Annie is a media personality. You might have seen her on TV. She's a host. She's also an actress. She also does so many different projects, whether it's performing at the National Performing Arts Center as a dancer or, running different charity projects.
Yeah.
But most recently, I've noticed you started to, make music. Tell me a bit about this journey of yours.
That's actually a very interesting story because, I did my piano classes. Like I went to music school when I was very, very young. I started at very young age. I think I was 5 or something. And then my teacher who was teaching me singing, because you have to do so many different classes in the school, right? She told me that I cannot sing.
What?
She just told me, Annie, stay on the back of the room and just open your mouth and don't sing. Because you sing like it's horrible. I don't want to hear that.
What sort of teacher would
I
say
know.
that?
And I was like 5 or 6. And that just like traumatized me a lot. So I was not daring to open my mouth and even sing a happy birthday song. Can you believe that? For so many years. Until like few years ago, I was like, you cannot say bad words here, right? I was like, what a flower. Why would I listen to some lady? I don't even know who she is. I don't remember her name. Why would I follow her thoughts of my voice? And I was very upset about that I'm missing such a huge opportunity. And then I contacted with my friend, which is our mutual friend, Kirill. And I was like, do you think you can help me to make music? She was like, yeah, girl, of course. Come on, let's do it. And then we started doing music together. He was producing my first song. And then recently we just came out with the new song, which is a cooperation together. We just did like a feat. Yeah, it was really nice. I love the song. The song calls 2023. And we just wanted to make some fun song because it was the COVID and everyone was like staying at home, upset, and so many sad songs came out. And one day we were just sitting, chatting with him, and I was like, how about we make some super fun song that people can just dance to it, feel happy, like listening to on the parties and stuff like that. And so we made it.
I love that. And how is it different creating, a musical piece as opposed to some of the other different types of performances that you do?
Well, I definitely was much more nervous than in any other jobs because like acting or modeling or something like that, I've been doing since very young age. And singing, I just started doing it. It's like a baby project for me. So I'm still very shy when I need to like hold the microphone and actually sing, I'm really, really shy, but people like it and everybody's supporting me a lot and they say they like my music. Especially I have a Russian song too. I did like Chinese song, English song, Russian song, and the lyrics I wrote by myself. And actually for almost all my songs I wrote lyrics by myself, I think. If you need some lyricist, you can find me. I think I'm not bad at it.
I love that. Well, I think, it's time we give your new song with Carol Waiter a
Oh,
play.
yeah! Let's listen to that.
So this one is called 2023, and it's all about having fun.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, totally.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait to debut this one here on ICRT. Enjoy. And we'll be right back with Annie in just a second. Enjoy this one, 2023. You're listening to ICRT FM 100. How does it feel to hear your song playing on the radio?
Oh my God! Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm so happy. And I think like this song makes you happy, right?
It totally does.
It was just made with so much good vibes and so much love and stuff like this. So even I'm listening to that sometimes when I'm running, doing my working out, I'm listening to that. It makes me feel good, It's just like really good vibes.
And I love how catchy it is and that everyone can sing the chorus.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you all like it. And you also can go check out the music video on my YouTube channel, which is Annie, Chinese Annie, Annie, and then English Annie.
I love that. So make sure you can go and check out the music videos. They're really beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
I've seen those music videos and I'm like, wow.
Really? You
Yeah.
like my music videos? Oh,
Yeah,
thank
they're
you so much.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You really got the whole aesthetic thing down too. you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel so good about myself today. Oh my God, thank you so much.
No, and thank you for sharing, your story and your art with all of us.
Yeah, I hope I can inspire a few more people today and make them feel good about themselves and believe in themselves. And I think the whole point of my work is to inspire people. Just let them see that you can actually do. If I can do it, you can definitely do it too. I am just a simple girl from a little place in Vladivostok in Far East Russia, and now my song is playing on the radio.
It's so inspiring.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of aesthetics, something you brought into the ICRT studio today is this beautiful calendar. So, okay, you told me a bit about your journey in terms of this calendar. You went to so many different countries, but tell me about how this project came about.
Okay, this every year I will put out a calendar to show. Sometimes I'm shooting it in Taiwan and sometimes abroad. And this time there was abroad, and the project is very special because I was looking for the local photographers who can shoot the me and the special locations in their countries, because I think if they're local, they will know their country better than anyone else. So see through their eyes how they're gonna see me. And the point is, I didn't give them much directions. I was just saying to them, okay, just take me anywhere you feel you want to show people, like the part of your country. That's it. And when they would just show me the reference, and I styled the whole thing by myself. I did my own makeup, my own hair. So that's why maybe it's not so good.
It's beautiful. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I hope everyone like it. And you can still buy it, actually. I will leave the link for you too. And look forward for the next year calendar. I have a lot of stuff on mind.
I can't wait. It really seems like this year is your year. Do you think 2023 is your year?
I actually like the number 23 because my birthday is in November 23. November 23rd, so I always feel 23 is a good number.
I love that.
I love it, yeah.
Is
it's
that
a
why?
very good year.
Is that why you started a song called 2023?
Yeah, exactly. It's a good year. I hope it's a good year for everyone too, and for you too.
Absolutely. And what do you hope to bring next year as we move into 2024? I mean, it's crazy to think it's September already. So.
I know. It's like time flies so fast. Well, if anything COVID taught us is that you don't have to plan so much. Just follow the flow and just keep doing something, because the projects, you cannot plan them ahead so much. Maybe tonight I will go for my night run and I will get so many ideas what I'm going to do next. But so far it's my performing jobs keep going, and then my charity projects. Again, thank you everyone for supporting my charity projects. It's really important for me and for the kids in Nepal. And yeah, just keep enjoying life, because that's very important too. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many projects you do, the most important is you need to be happy in all of that.
Couldn't have said it better. All right, well, stay tuned. We're going to be taking a little break, but we'll be right back with more Annie. And come over to the Twitch channel and check out some of these beautiful pictures from her calendar. It's really, really cool. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more Annie here on ICRT. You're listening to ICRT FM 100. DJ Caitlin here with Annie.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for still listening to us.
It's been such a fun day today.
I know, right? I feel so happy that you invited me.
Absolutely. And thank you for coming and making time to come all the way to the ICRT studio. I know you're a busy, busy lady with many different projects. So thank you coming out here to share your story.
Thank you for having me. I can be here any other week. I mean, my agent outside is like, what? Yeah.
Well, speaking of all the projects that you're doing, where can people keep up to date with the projects that you are doing and find out more information about your charity project, and of course check out your TED Talk and so on?
You can definitely find me on my Instagram, which is ANCHKA_ANNIE.
I love that.
Did I do it well?
Yeah.
You know, we never had spelling class in Russia.
Really?
Never. So yeah. So you can find me there, or you can just type Chinese Annie and I will definitely come out first. Or you can find my Facebook too, or you can just Google me. You can just Google Chinese Annie or like Russian artist in Taiwan, something like that. You can find me anywhere. I'm an open book.
And of course, we will be sharing her links on the Twitch channel.
Yeah, thank you.
And the ICRT sort of social media pages, so you can just find her through that. And you should keep up with her. You're doing some really, really cool things.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope that you will join me on my charity projects too. And Caitlin just told me that she will join me next time and perform at my events. And my event next time will be on the September 30th in the Danshui Beach Clubhouse. So please check my Instagram for the following information. I'll be looking forward to see you guys all there.
And it's such an important cause and a great way to be able to, spread the message and be a part of something so meaningful.
I know. You can be part of something so meaningful and you don't even have to do so much for that. And I really hope that I can show people that doing charity is really cool. It's something really awesome. You can put it on your resume, It's really amazing. So please join me.
Absolutely. You know where to be on the 30th.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up, I ask all my guests this last question, and I'm very curious to see what your answer is. Do you have any last words of wisdom that you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, I don't like the word last all the time. So all the people around me all the time say, don't say last, say final.
Okay, final words of wisdom.
Last sounds like, oh my God, So I was prepared for this question. So I have a notes here on my phone. So first of all, I heard somewhere, I don't remember where, a phrase, and I just feel it's really cool. It says, no one has ever learned anything from speaking. So sometimes you just need to really shut up and listen to what people say. And I think especially nowadays, it's a big problem with us young people that we all the time want to say something, speak something, and never listen. So that's the wisdom number one. Wisdom number two is when people asking me how do I achieve things or how do I make time for anything, I just tell them that I imagine my life as a big hall like this. So I'm walking through the hall, eyes on the prize. I just need to get through the hall. And some people will be like opening the door, screaming, trying to like hurt me, touch me, distract me and stuff like that. I just don't care about them. I just walk through the hall and just keeping my eyes on the prize. That helps me a lot, especially if some like haters coming out or maybe something is like not going my way. I just keep telling myself, look in front of you, go through the hall. And wisdom number three is more cute, I think. It's just, I think we giving a lot of pressure to ourselves because living in this nowadays world with so much information and everybody expects you to be successful and rich immediately at the age of 17, 18, you already need to be like crazy famous TikToker or something like that. You just need to remember that if you wake up every day and just trying to do something better for yourself, for your family, for community, you're already doing good. Just let yourself be.
I love that. Even if you're just 1% better than yesterday, you're already doing a good job.
Exactly.
I love that. Some very important words of wisdom right there, and some great things that we can all take away and, reflect on and see how we can also apply it to our own situation.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure being able to have you here at ICRT to share your story and also, be inspired. And I hope you continue shining brightly, as you mentioned before.
The honor is all mine. I'm really happy, and thank you so much for putting my song on the radio. I feel it's a very memorable day. And thank you so much, all guys, for listening. I love you all.
And they love you and we love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, stay tuned here on Sweet Talk. I'll be live with you until 4. And don't forget to check out Annie's social media pages to find out more information about her future projects and events.